All right. Hello, hello. Sorry, it's been a minute. And it is incredibly late right now. It's a weird ass time to be on, but whatever. Mostly going to be for the replay people, I imagine, on this one. Anywho, I cleaned today. Well, sort of. You can't really tell. There's a bunch of trash bags that I got to take out. So I sort of cleaned today, but not really. There we go. Anyway, doing big things happening. That's mostly why I haven't been on, but I'll be making videos about it, so it'll be something everyone will know soon. Anyway, okay. Bizarre neighborhood disturbance turns electric is the first video. Bodycam, of course, and then we got a couple disturbing videos. We got real horror talk, typical one from his channel. Another fascinating horror, love his, very short. And the last one is the fire that invented the school fire drill. So that'll just kind of be a random, interesting one. Not many videos today. It'll be kind of a short stream for the video part, but we'll see how it goes. Anywho, all right, let's get started. Bizarre neighborhood disturbance turns electric. Bodycam Pro. Oh, bro, my internet has been wacky today. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna be patient though. I'm gonna be patient. It's okay. Oh wow. Haven't got that in a minute. Oh boy. I don't even know why. It's not like weird outside or nothing. Okay, I can hardly see anything.
Let's see if you can 30 on your screen.
Oh, it just looks like a trap house. Looks like there's crimes going down.
You owe me 90 grand for wasting my yard. This is my mobile yard.
Hey, come out here with me.
Come on, Jack. Do not keep going anyway.
Just have a seat right there for me. What's going on?
That ain't my chair.
That ain't your chair.
I can't understand a word this man is saying. Hold on. What kind of language?
You owe me 90 grand for wasting my yard. This is my mobile yard.
Hey, come out here with me.
Come on, Jack. Do not keep going anyway.
Just have a seat right there for me. What's going on?
That ain't my chair.
That ain't your chair.
That's my chair, but still up. You know that pole.
Okay.
You know my shirts and tell me she ain't got no shirt. I work hard every day to buy myself some clothes. She hit me. I went down there for the go to the store. I said about the money. He told me he ain't got the money. I need him for 1 year and good you that part of my yard again. Because I'm going to give you 5,000 years. I got a judge right now to give you 5,000 years. If you cut me, I'm going to sue you for 20 grand. That's all I say. I didn't hit her. I could not swing. What do you mean I hit her?
What's going to be the response?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Take her there. She got no other day. She never gave me $20 on my own check 2 times, and I still want my money. Never. She told me when I went in the house, I said, "Tell my shirt." She hit me. Bah. I didn't do nothing to her. I can't even swing. But this man hit my food right now. Could you get on my property? I don't like black people. Could you get on my property? You got 20 years now.
That's my boss.
Yeah, he got 20 years now. Could you get off my property and stop stepping in my I don't know your
Martin. Relax. He's with me.
He got 20 years from me now. I told that boy don't come out to my house and home with me.
Come on to the minute house.
Nah, I know.
How do they even? This is probably what they spend most of their time dealing, because this is going to take like an hour for them to even figure out what he's asking.
Go to the minute house.
Hang on, Martin, come out here and talk with me.
Mark,
So what's
I mean,
going on?
come
You
on.
want to come out and talk to me?
Yeah, I was going through my clothes, getting my stuff outside.
Hey,
let her talk. Let her talk. Martin, let her talk.
She not.
Hit me when he came
I didn't hit her. I'm not going. She not.
You're not allowed to see what's on the TV.
Yeah, because I wouldn't let him in the door.
Oh.
He got on my knees. He don't.
You got 70 years. For each of my house, I took you to your ugly, stank buff ass house.
Yeah, And he hit me, and we fell in the tub, both of us. Because he got in the window.
So he's trying to come in the window?
And he got in the window because I locked the door.
Oh, okay.
And when I came in, told him to walk back to the washroom where he been all day.
Well, let me go get my jewelry down here.
I don't understand a word of what's being said here. I mean, this is just, I have no idea what's going on. He came through the window?
No,
you locked the
y'all need
door?
to take him to the mental health.
Hang on, Martin. Hang on.
That's why he acting the way he
this
is.
guy's-
He got it, Nelson, but he do not take it. That's
Yeah.
he's supposed to.
Well, so he came in the window, he got in the house, and then what?
And he hit me. And somebody gave him his shirt when I had it on. I got 3 or 4 of these shirts right here.
So he hit you because you wouldn't let him in the house after he got in?
And I locked it up.
Where'd he hit you
Told
at?
him to go back down there and walk. On my shoulder, on my arm.
Let's
So
see.
did he push you away, or what did he do?
No, he hit me with his hand.
Okay.
Oh boy, what do you even do here, man?
He need to go to mental health because he don't
Yeah, he
take-
does.
He'll go to taking his medicine and then he'll stop.
I was gonna say, I mean, taking him to jail is not gonna.
Then don't stop.
So he's not
Come
taking his
on
medicine?
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and then come back here arguing at me. Last night
It's always the
somebody
same
took
thing.
his chain. Somebody took his money he had last night and he came back and took it out on me. So I said in the morning you start that same. I went and got him some clothes and told him to go bathe and change clothes. Put it right there. I put a $20 bill up there for he could go play the game. 'Cause I know that's where
Yeah.
he was going. He came in the door talking. So I took my $20 back. You not getting nothing from me, baby.
Okay.
You don't get no.
Oh, well, she seems
reward
really
by
nice.
Arguing with me.
Martin's kind of
For
an
what
asshole.
reason? So I took my $20 back and he got mad. I locked the door. He tried to come in the house. I locked the door. He went and got in the bathroom. Got in the bathroom when they came here. I might take off my shirt. I took the shirt off. I got 3 or 4 of these shirts, right? I got
She
more
just
clothes
said
than he
that.
ever had. So I said, that's not your shirt, Daddy. I got 3 or 4 of those shirts.
Yeah, what's he diagnosed with?
Schizophrenia.
Is it?
Oh,
All right, and he hadn't been taking the medication? And you can tell by his way he's acting?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way he is.
All right.
And they need to
okay.
keep
Well, Martin's probably not a bad guy. I mean, we just got to get him some help.
Come here. You coming with me? Come here, come here, man.
Man. What with you, man? What you doing behind me? I did nothing, man. I did
I'm
nothing.
gonna tase you.
I'm running behind me.
Oh, that was fast. Holy shit.
Roll over. Roll over. Put your hands behind your back now. Put them behind
He's
your
just
back.
laughing, bro. That's kind of fun. Oh, all right. I mean, y'all got him down. You don't need to keep tasing him. I mean, there's so many people we see that you need to be tasing way more. Like, he being generous with it.
He's hollering?
Bro, and he ain't even, like, violent, bro. He's just actually, like, sick. Well, he is violent, but it's because he's sick. All right, that's an angle. Whew.
My hand.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm on
All
here.
right.
I didn't push you, man. You tried to shoot me with a gun. Well, I was shooting up for 20 minutes. I'm ready to get out.
Well, hang on, we'll get you up. All right.
Man, I'm surprised he didn't crack his head on that. He kind of fell like a. Ooh, bro. Good thing he's right here. That would have absolutely like broke his head.
I'm ready to get out. I'm ready. The man got snot in the bank and cooked the bone.
All right, get him up. Get him up. I mean, are you gonna charge him with anything? He didn't even like look at the ladies. Like,
I'm gonna shoot him back.
He said he's
That's
all
who
right.
shot me right in behind.
oh, there goes my internet. Oh boy.
I'm gonna shoot him out in jail. You're gonna shoot him out 8 times. With my money.
Poor dude.
Ain't no money in there. Mom took
Oh,
it
y'all
back.
got
Remember?
weed
That's
on
why
me.
you were mad.
But you been hosed. They been eat y'all.
Mom took the money back. Remember? That's why
No,
you were
my money
mad.
in my pocket right now. My money in my pocket. Don't take my money. Yeah, I hope they said they were going with them. Like that, but they were shot, man. Y'all got said they will shot you right in the head. Right there. Behind you.
Hey,
Yeah, you're not dumb.
you been taking your medication?
I didn't push you though. You tried to mace me, man. And shoot me.
I don't have any.
Because you home. Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. I didn't do nothing to no one. I swear to God, I didn't do no one. I feed all the homeless. I fed that homeless girl. And I don't like
Did you take your medication?
He feeds all
Not
the
this morning.
homeless.
I took it yesterday night.
You need to take it.
No, no, Cindy. You cannot take no one to jail. We're not taking medication. Somebody hit them and said he was going to take a medication.
That's beside the point. You need to take your
Well,
medication.
you owe me my clothes. My clothes are
You take your medication and this stuff happens.
Yeah, I take my medication.
You said you didn't take it.
I was just going to take it. I was looking for a smoke, and the man told me to come back at 11, and I'm going to the lawyer office and tell him I'm going to buy one.
Boy. Oh man, like even talking to him is just kind of difficult. You can still get out what he's saying, but like he needs like a professional time. The cop doesn't even know what to say.
I ain't going to jail. But the judge couldn't get that alcohol.
He's being
And
nice.
the
He
one-
kept pretty low.
Yes, the man just
You did
broke
nothing
off
to no
in
one.
there.
Yeah, it was a good
You
spread.
never knew that.
All right, come on.
Take it on me, you know. Judge, you can take my money out now, I don't know about the car.
Yeah.
I'll keep it in my pocket.
I'll put it on.
Bro, that wasn't even like satisfying. Like usually the tasing is like the best part, but this guy really didn't need that. He was getting aggressive, but man, they wasted no time at all. They like immediately tased him. What are the charges going to be? That's the only thing I'm interested in at this point. Really? Okay. Domestic battery though? I feel like that is probably what he got. I don't know, unless he doesn't live there, then I guess it really isn't domestic battery if he's just staying there. I don't know how that works. Anyway, I just feel kind of bad for that guy because he's actually like sick. Like hopefully he gets treatment before he goes to jail. I don't really know how that works. Anyway, 3 disturbing videos from the internet that almost disappeared. This one I grabbed the thumbnail from. I don't really know what was going on here though.
Archangel Michael.
On August 9th.
Let me just start that over. It was quiet too.
Hi, I'm Archangel Michael.
On August 9th, this video was posted to a relatively unknown account named MizTac111, and it quickly went viral because the man in the video was convinced that he was the Archangel Michael. But before the account went private, I was able to
What does that mean? I'm not familiar with that type of stuff, so I'm not exactly sure what that is.
save some of the earlier videos, and going back through them, you can watch this belief intensify in real time.
Listening to this video, you know 2 things. Screwing with me means death sentence. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I'm very serious too.
That's getting hard.
So I'll erase your whole bloodline, your whole
Ooh.
family bloodline from this place.
The whole thing?
Yeah, all my ancestors, they're the Judeo-Christian ancestors. You know about that?
He would continue
Wow.
making videos like this, often talking about demon slaying, alchemy, and the power he believed he possessed. And watching them now, it's difficult not to wonder whether anyone around him realized how
does that
serious
happen to
things had
people, though? I don't
become.
understand that.
And just remember, with power, great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, I sound crazy saying this, but I know I'm 13th dimensional. You know what that means, right? I'm a destroyer. And I've come down here to, remember who I am? Yeah, me and my twin flames, the Holy Trinity.
Bro, is this from like a movie? Like how did this get into his
Death
head?
and karma. Yeah, we're real. People don't think we are, but we're real. We're real pissed off if you mess with us.
Is it like flat earth stuff? Like content? Like you got too deep in a rabbit hole? Or like you took a drug that went bad or something?
But we're really nice. My 2 twin flames.
But in the final post
It
leading
sounds
up
like
to
some
August
movie
9th,
shit, though.
something changes, and it starts with a video simply titled Salad. Like most of his
Okay.
videos, it starts with another rambling monologue. He says he spent the day moving into what he calls my house, but halfway through making a
Okay, it's
salad,
probably
he
his
says
house.
something that won't mean much until a few posts later.
Hi, I'm Archangel Michael. And today
Why do you
I have been moving into my house. It's like that. So if you want to build an Archangel Michael salad,
Is it like a joke though? Like is this just marketing? Like is he doing it for clout? What the fuck? A
You see
Michael
this?
salad?
this is what I'm working with. It is like that.
If I told you what I did today, you'd probably be like shocked.
Or you're not
You'd be
even
like, what the fuck? But I am. Is like that. So what I'm doing here is I'm building a salad for myself to eat. So I can go on and fucking battle things for people.
Right.
Timelines, all kinds of fucking shit. I'm demon slaying all day long.
Hell yeah.
It is like that.
Yeah, it's like that.
At the time, that line is strange, but just vague enough to mean almost anything. But then he posts
I don't think he's serious yet.
Hi, I'm Archangel Michael, and my dearly departed friend left me his car because he was so happy for me. And you know what? It is like that. Friendships are like that.
So according to him, a dearly departed friend had somehow left him a Lexus. And just a few posts later, we reached the video that started this story.
Hi, I'm Archangel Michael. And I'm recording this because these pieces of shit police don't understand that an alien has landed here.
Wow.
And they're treating me like a sovereign citizen. I'm an Earth Angel.
Wow. Okay, so he's not playing. He really believes that shit.
And these
Oh.
you.
The man police surrounded that afternoon was 43-year-old Colin Terrazas. And they
he sounds like a young dude, though. He does not look like he sounds.
weren't simply there because of what happened with the car.
Is that Galaxy
Police had
gas?
identified Terrazas as the suspect in the killing of his 34-year-old friend, Dante Conley. Investigators allege that Terrazas killed Conley and then took his black Lexus, the same Lexus Terrazas was sitting inside when he recorded his final video. And that makes something he had posted only a few videos earlier sound completely different.
Gun out of his hand? What happened?
And
there?
my dearly departed friend left me his car.
Right, you showed me this.
Because he was so happy for me.
As of now, I couldn't find an established motive that explains why this happened. In addition, when I first saw this page, everything was public.
Bro, explain that video. What are we talking
So I
about?
archived what I could, but now it's since been privated, leaving these videos as some of the only remaining records of what was posted to MSTAC 111.
Okay, but that's it though? You're not even gonna like delve into it a little bit? Like what happened? What is this video? It looks like they shoot a gun out of his hand. And what is he holding, bro?
Few videos earlier.
Okay, whatever. That's annoying. That feels very unfinished, by the way.
About a year ago, in the first volume of my Disturbing Video series, I covered this account with the display name Andy Winehouse. And at the time,
I can already tell you this is gonna be fake. It's some mimic bullshit.
I thought the story was over, but I was wrong. But just to give you a brief recap, the account initially blew up due to this video with over 20 million views.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here.
How fuck?
Come here. What I told you. Come here.
Is it gonna stop before you?
No.
Now at the time,
It's not even moving. The door would at least shake a little bit. It's not even moving. It's just sound that's added afterwards. This is silly.
RG in the making. But just a few days
Yeah, NRG, bro, you already know.
later, the account would post its final video. The description would read, "I've been allowed to sleep in this warehouse for a few days. I've overstayed my welcome. They know I'm down here." The video itself consisted of no commentary and just him shuffling through a warehouse. Although on the same day, he shared some of his feelings in the comments. I feel a physical presence everywhere I am, watching my every move.
Bro, this is just for the... Bro, he posted a TikTok that got 20 million views. Would you not immediately then post the same thing, whatever the fuck it is, dude? Like, that's just what he's doing.
After Andy's last post,
and then you just kind of roll with it. You find what they like about it, and you keep doing that.
This TikTok user, Sarah, posted a conversation that she had with a Reddit user claiming to know it.
He's currently been missing for about 2 months now. His wife is devastated. I don't really believe the way that they're typing. Like, that's so, like... What is this? Like a Reddit message? No one can reach him. I saw his TikToks and wife. Did anyone call police investigating any updates? It's been a year now. Okay. Kind of a weird jump there.
Andy.
And it's been well over a year. A year and 2 months. That's a little...
Hey, do you know what happened to Andy?
Alright, I just read it.
Through the Wayback Machine, I did confirm this, and it seemed like a relatively normal account. But one post he created stuck out to me on r/paranormal. I need to help a friend. Need advice on what he needs to do. Listen, this is going to be a long one, so bear with me.
Oh my god, dude, why are we doing this? Like...
Or how to stop it. Now you may notice that he
none of this makes the video like real at all. So it's not creepy. It's so stupid. I don't care whatever he posts next. Like, it's just going to be part of the same rabbit hole. And if you buy into it, then that's kind of on you. We saw this video.
About what happened? Ryker, do you remember when you got lost? What did you see?
In June of 2022, 3-year-old Ryker Webb disappeared from his home outside Troy, Montana. He had been outside with his father, who went inside briefly, and when he came back, Ryker was gone. After, for some unknown reason, Ryker decided to walk into the woods for roughly the next 2 hours.
He's a kid. That kind of... Dogs do the same shit, bro. He just got lost.
His family searched and called for him themselves.
And of course the dad's going to be like, oh, I just went out for 1 second and I came back. Of course they're going to say that. Whether he was out for 6 hours getting milk or whatever the fuck it is.
It wasn't until around 4:53 that afternoon that a concerned neighbor contacted authorities. And by then, Ryker had already been missing for more than 2 hours. From there, the search expanded rapidly, involving more than 50 people, to search the surrounding wilderness. And heavy rain, thunderstorms, and near freezing temperatures. They would use everything from their disposal, including search dogs, drones, and assistance from the National Guard. For nearly 2 days, no one knew where Ryker was. That following Sunday, roughly 2.4 miles away from Ryker's home, owners of an old log cabin, which sat empty most of the year, heard whimpering in their shed on their property. It would turn out to be Ryker, who had tucked himself away into a lawn...
Oh my god, dude, that is a horrifying after picture. Holy shit.
...bag for warmth. He had no serious injuries, although...
How did he walk 2.5 miles, though?
He was in shock over the whole ordeal. Now, I've covered this story on my channel before, but you likely don't know this next part, because after he was found, his older brother, Caden, made a TikTok account. But before it disappeared, the Wayback Machine made a snapshot of it. And at the time, the account had almost 100,000 followers and nearly 500,000 likes.
Bro, say Skinwalker equals block. That's messed up that people were just saying that so much.
Now, the videos themselves cannot be played through the archive. However, the captions and some of the comments people were leaving are there. And you can see just how strange the conversation around Ryker had become. Like this comment, which accused Caden of using his brother's trauma for views.
I mean, is that not what he's doing, though?
Or this one, which claimed Ryker was reading off scripts. And then there were questions like this. Is it true your parents did a DNA test and it didn't match? Or that he was found in different clothes? And after looking through both of these claims myself, I couldn't find evidence substantiating either one. But the rumors eventually went further, with people claiming that the child that came back from the woods wasn't actually Ryker at all.
Bro,
and
that's like a normal trope. We saw a case where that actually did happen.
At some point after this, the account disappeared. Caden was likely tired of defending his brother against all of these allegations. But one video from his account did survive, and it's likely his most viral one. And it's when Caden asked Ryker if he remembers anything from the day he disappeared. Take a look.
Ryker, do you remember when you got lost? What do you see?
I see a house.
A house? In the woods?
Yeah. So I can lift and then I can, so I can live.
Someone lived in the house?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you, bro. That was scary.
What was weird about that? That was a normal, like, chopped up child's, like, slop explanation of, like, what happened. Like, that sounds to me like they helped him, is what he's saying. And then he's like, oh, somebody was there, and then he's like, yeah. That's exactly what happened. What about that is creepy?
Lived in the house?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you, bro. That was scary. You okay, though, now? Yeah?
Now, it should be noted that Sheriff...
None of that was weird, bro. And, like, yeah, he's obviously traumatized. Like, what are you gonna judge his reaction on that?
Darren Short, who led the search, said there was an extensive trail system behind Ryker's home that he was already familiar with. And Short believes that Ryker followed those trails for roughly 2.4 miles and reached the cabin before the worst
I mean, he was lost for over 2 hours, so he probably just was walking.
of the storms and took shelter in that shed. Investigators also found small handprints on the cabin windows, suggesting that Ryker may have looked inside for help first. And after he was rescued, Short asked Ryker himself if he had walked all the way there, and Ryker said yes. But there really is no way to know exactly what Ryker experienced during those full...
What do you mean? So then why are we talking about it if we have no inclination of it being something scary at all? Or just like
severe.
Him getting lost is disturbing, yeah, but if you've mentioned this before too,
is something only Ryker really knows. But there is one strange detail I haven't mentioned yet. Earlier, I showed you a comment asking Caden whether or not Ryker was found wearing different clothes. And there is some truth to that, because in their own release, the sheriff's office acknowledged that the original description of Ryker's clothing was wrong, to the point that they couldn't say for certain what clothes...
Bro, that's totally possible. Like, they may have just misspoke on the phone when they were reporting, like, what he was wearing last. Like, oh my god, dude, talk about reaching. Especially on that case, is kind of fucked. Ooh, boy. Alright, no, I didn't love that one. Not gonna like that one. But, it was okay, I guess. Oof. Really didn't love that one. Ooh, I really do have to pee. Give me, like, a minute. Alright. Next video. Get out the way, sock. Alright. 2019 Escape Room Disaster. Fascinating horror. It's kind of an older video, but that's okay. I haven't seen it yet. I can skip his intro too. It's pretty normal. Nothing crazy. Sub to him. It's a good channel though. Yo, this is so annoying. Oh boy. Quick ad. Thanks, ad block. There we go. Alright. Let's try that again. 2019 Escape Room Disaster. Short documentary, fascinating horror. No, I'll watch the intro. I think he actually talks about the video. A Sir Spooks intro, that's different.
On the 4th of January 2019, a house in the Polish city of Koszalin caught fire, leading to the deaths of 5 teenagers. It was an accident that made news headlines around the world, not just because of the tragic loss of life, but because the building was being used to host an escape game, a relatively new and unusual form of entertainment with its own unique set of difficulties and dangers.
I'm all about an escape room, all about it, but why are we introducing fire at any point inside of a house?
The concept which underpins most live escape games is relatively simple. Players are locked inside a room and must solve a series of puzzles in order to escape.
That's a creepy room, but actually it's very cool, though. I actually kind of like it. It's very historic.
With the final puzzle allowing them to exit the room. Although this format is very common in escape games, and was in fact almost universal in early escape games, there are also games where, instead of escaping, players must complete other missions, such as finding a particular object, in order to win the game. A precursor to live escape games were online ones. As early as 1988, there existed text-based adventure games, the object
Why are we talking about that, bro? Why are we talking about the
which was to escape from a locked room.
Right.
These gave way to online, often flash-based escape room games, which proliferated
those games, though.
In the early 2000s.
I would love playing it until you absolutely just cannot take it anymore, and you have to Google the answer.
In 2009, Takao Kato, a worker at the Japanese publishing company Scrap, saw a co-worker playing an online escape game, and wondered if something similar could be created in the real world. Soon, Takao...
I feel like we don't need the origin of escape rooms. Like, we know it's a big thing that people do now, you know? Like, I'm really not too concerned with how it began. I want to know this specific tragedy. Is that weird?
This changed on the 4th of January 2019, when a fire began at the premises of an escape game in the Polish city of Koszalin. The building was home to 4 differently themed rooms, only one of which was in use when the fire began shortly after 5 p.m. In the room were 5 15-year-old high school students who had booked the room to celebrate a birthday. Elsewhere in the building, a single staff member was monitoring their progress via a camera system. The building was heated using bottled gas, and it later emerged that this was the source of the fire.
Why? Why are we heating a room with bottled gas?
Gas leaked from the seal of one of the bottles. The lone staff member smelled gas and attempted to switch off the gas supply, but the leaking gas ignited before he could do so, creating a wall of flame in a waiting area adjacent to the game room. The flames prevented the staff member from accessing the game room, where the 5 teenagers...
Oh, that's just stupid, though. This has nothing to do with it being an escape room. Like, what? That would have been bad for anybody.
Players were now trapped. Though the game room did have windows, these had been boarded over during the process of adding scenery and theming to the room. As part of the game, the only exit door from the room was locked.
Wow, okay, well that's just a straight up fire hazard, right? I feel like they have to be negligent for that.
In the event of a fire, it had been anticipated that a staff member would unlock this door from the outside.
Why didn't
they?
But
in this case, the intensity of the fire made this impossible.
Oh.
The fire service was called at 5:15 p.m. and arrived just 6 minutes later at 5:21 p.m. Despite this, all 5 of the teenage players died from asphyxiation.
Wow.
One was able to call their father on their cell phone before being overwhelmed, but had time only to say a single word: help. The staff member was injured by the fire, but survived and was taken to hospital. The sudden loss of so many young lives was a shock to the city of Koszalin, and the manner of their death left many unanswered questions.
Bro, but there's not much to do about that, though, other than charge the...
An investigation revealed that the business had been set up within what had once been a residential property, without local authorities being advised of the change in use. Because of this, the
some permitting
building had not been inspected as a commercial premises. Had it been inspected, even though there were no specific standards for escape game safety in Poland, several hazardous conditions would likely have been identified. Players were routinely locked into rooms with no way of unlocking the door themselves, even in an emergency. Windows and other exits were, in many cases, covered, and staff were relied upon to unlock doors and evacuate players in the event of an emergency.
I mean, isn't that kind of a normal thing for, like, to debrief the people that are about to do the escape room, to be like, if there's an emergency, this is what we need to do? Like, you have no precaution? That's crazy.
Had there been an emergency exit that players could access without staff intervention, it is likely that the teenage victims of the fire would have been able to escape. The business owner, the injured employee, and several other people connected with the escape room venue were arrested.
Good.
The owner faced charges of intentionally creating an unsafe situation
like $7,000
and unintentionally causing 5 deaths. The teenagers who perished in the fire were remembered at a service in the town's cathedral, attended by hundreds of people who lit candles and left flowers and toys in their memory. The effect on the escape game industry in Poland was dramatic. An immediate inspection of more than 1,000 game venues across the country was ordered and carried.
I mean, should they not have already done that, though? Why do we need to wait for this to happen for them to investigate these companies? Like, shouldn't you just investigate a company off bat?
Carried out within a matter of months. At least 13 were shut down instantly for failing to meet basic safety standards. Many others were ordered to make changes, and several venues shut down in the months that followed due to a sharp decline in bookings as a result of news coverage of the fire. Beyond this, the fire affected the escape game industry in almost every country where escape games were common.
Wow.
It was the first accident of its kind, and a terrible one. In many countries, a widespread inspection program was undertaken. Many escape...
Bro, I mean, come on. If you're making a business that is an escape room, shouldn't it be, like, top priority? Because that's how you make the money, right? Is making these people have to escape. Shouldn't it be like a standard? And it's like a place that serves food, and then you're like, oh, you didn't get the FDA certification? Oh, we didn't know. No, like that's a normal thing that you check for on a regular basis.
Games around the world were ordered to close until modifications had been made to make them fully compliant with local fire regulations. In most cases...
Oh, I bet it was because they converted a residential property, so there was like no buying of the building and like doing all of that. It was like probably on the low.
However, no specific legislation or guidelines were introduced for escape rooms, with local authorities instead referring to existing guidelines covering...
That's what I mean, bro. There already exist. Oh, we can't make it because it's already a rule that we should have been following or enforcing, that you guys should have been enforcing.
Leisure or amusement facilities. Separately, many escape room owners and designers re-evaluated their approach to fire safety. It is now very unusual for players to be locked into a room as part of a game. There is almost always at least one unlocked and clearly marked emergency exit.
Bro, that exactly should be the case too. Like, you don't want to go out the door and ruin the game. Like, you're paying to be trapped in the room. You don't actually have to be trapped. Like, it's silly.
Clearly marked and easy to activate means of unlocking a locked exit door. Escape games continue to evolve, becoming more mainstream and more popular with each passing year. As they do so, the collective pool of knowledge about how to safely build and maintain them also grows.
Yeah. But that was common sense there. That should have been. Like, then the main problem isn't the escape room altogether. It's the fact that you guys were using gas to heat the place. Like, what are we doing? That should be a problem. Like, it's just too dangerous for one of these things to be a little loose and then you blow up a whole house. Like, come on. Oof, that was a little infuriating. Usually these are, though, because it's just sad. Like, there's nothing you can really do about it or really say either. But anyway, this video, I'm actually kind of excited for this one. It's going to be the last one for the stream. We may do games after this. I'll see how it's going. But the fire that invented the school fire drill, Stuart Hicks. Never seen a video from this guy.
Afternoon, and Miss Tristano.
Oops. Internet being my internet. That's how it usually goes. It's gotta wait patiently. Yep, on every video, every time. I don't know what it is today.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and Miss Tristano, a rookie teacher, she's watching over her.
Gotta restart now because it was not formatting. Great. All right, here we go. This is it. The fire that invented the school fire drill.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and Miss Tristano, a rookie teacher, she's watching over her classroom of 60 fifth graders. That's twice as many as this room is designed to hold. It's the late 1950s, and it's the peak of the baby boom. Chicago simply has not been able to build school buildings fast enough. As everyone awaits the final bell, 2 girls volunteered for the daily ritual of emptying the classroom's wastebasket. Back then, every school had an incinerator down in the basement for garbage. Only minutes before, a boy on the same route decided to light a quick cigarette. When he was through, he absentmindedly flicked the contraband into a bin on his way back upstairs. The girls didn't notice as they passed on the way down, but as they headed back, the stairwell was full of thick, dark smoke. In flames, they were spreading fast.
Because some loser needed a freaking, like a nicotine buzz or some tobacco? Like, come on, bro.
At that moment, due to that building's construction, its fate was sealed. The question now was whether students and teachers would be able to make it out alive. But without having ever done a fire drill where people are trained what to do, time was of the essence. So in a panic, the pair ran back upstairs to tell their teacher.
Bro, honestly, before the fire, I mean, it's a hazard enough to have 60 people in a room that's supposed to hold 30. Like, I don't ever remember that happening. It used to be like 2 people had to stand up at the back because there was no more seats. But 60?
Miss Tristano, she didn't know what to do either. She had her students stay put while she went and checked next door in room 207 with the more experienced teacher. Turns out that at this school, only the principal had the authority to call for an evacuation. So Miss Tristano sprinted down the hallway to the principal's office, got permission, and rushed back to her class. She quickly lined everyone up and led them out through the nearest exit. That was a door that happened to be right next to an outdoor staircase. At that exact same time, on the other side of the building, a janitor had spotted the red glow coming from the basement windows. He immediately told the housekeeper to go call the fire department while he ran to get a ladder to help. With her students finally safely out
Locked in, though. They know what they're doing.
outside,
What's up, star? How you
Miss
doing,
Tristano ran back into the burning building to pull one of the school's only 2 fire alarm switches. Both of them were mounted 6 feet off the ground in order to discourage any student mischief. Once pulled, however, these alarms don't automatically notify the department. They only ring bells inside of the building. So even though everyone inside heard the alarms ringing, for many classrooms, it was already too late. The hallways were already impassable. They were completely filled with smoke. The only chance for kids trapped in the northeast side of the building was to await rescue through the outside windows, almost 3 stories above the ground. Meanwhile, the housekeeper finally reached a phone and dialed the fire department at 2:42 p.m. But in her panic, she gave the wrong address, 3808 Iowa Street.
Oh boy, now she gotta get fired too. Oh no.
The school was actually located at 909 North Avers Avenue. Despite all that confusion, the first fire brigade actually arrived 2 minutes later, 2:44 p.m. They had to smash through a locked 6-foot iron gate just to get to the school grounds. And over the next 11 minutes, they rescued 160 children. But at 2:55, the building's roof finally collapsed, leaving 92 children and 3 nuns who never were able to make it out.
Oh my God, really? It takes half an hour for a whole roof to burn up?
News of this tragedy spread until it was the main topic of news across the globe. In fact, the response to this disaster was probably the fastest and the most sweeping reaction to any single fire in American history. People were horrified by the sheer scale and loss of just innocent lives, and the newspaper ran these heartbreaking photographs that were taken by local journalists that were able to effectively humanize the toll. Immediately, cities started taking threats from fire seriously. Los Angeles was particularly vigilant, where officials began staging drills called Operation School Burning. The school district donated a soon-to-be-demolished building to the fire department.
I never understood why they took that shit so seriously. Honestly, I was like bothered by it, but it actually makes sense when it's like, you know what could happen, you know?
Them to be able to perform testing.
You'll never be the one.
They set over 150 fires inside, and they included a wide array of sensors and documentation so that they were able to model the effects of smoke and survivability in a multitude of different scenarios. For example, the effects of different finish materials on classroom walls and how it affects temperature over time.
Wow. So they're like anticipating it to burn?
Meanwhile, the National Fire Protection Association launched an investigation in Chicago trying to piece together exactly why so many died. They found a clear pattern in the fatalities. They were clustered around a very specific set of classrooms that were near the stairwell where the fire first started. All except room 207, which even though it's right in the middle of the highest of danger zones, all students got out safely. That room happened to have a back door leading to the same exit that Miss Tristano's class took to escape. The rooms further away filled with smoke last, and they were close enough to the other exits so that the students were able to get out safely. But rooms 208, 209, and room 210 had no easy way out once they realized the danger. These details helped the investigators understand exactly how the fire spread inside of this building, but the real problems that led to so many deaths were already obvious. The NFPA quickly blamed
Bro, I wondered why all middle schools have that same, well, where I'm at, in US specifically too. It's like round, like the way that the school is built, it's like made for this.
Chicago Archdiocese for keeping kids in what they call, quote, a fire trap. Honestly, it's almost exactly what it was. There were dozens of problems here, basic safety issues that wouldn't pass even the most casual inspection today. Just look at the main stairwell, where it all started. It acted just like a giant chimney. The wooden stairs were perfect fuel, the hallway and windows below provided oxygen, and the open stair shaft above facilitated a stack effect, which pulled smoke upward rapidly.
And then that's why they use those like cheap looking, like, I don't know if it's like concrete or something, but it's not made out of, they don't do wood stairs, at least here.
Spreading it throughout the building. If the school had been built according to the building codes that were in place since 1948, over a decade before the fire, things would have looked very different. For starters, the stairwell would have been enclosed by fire-resistant walls, and the stairs themselves would have been made of materials that don't easily burn. Each floor would have had fire.
Oh, I never even noticed those little things though. That's
rated
crazy.
Doors that automatically close based on heat sensors detecting danger and keeping smoke contained into smaller areas instead of letting it spread throughout a floor. Those same heat sensors would have instantly sounded alarms, both inside the building and directly to the fire department, triggering sprinklers to douse the flames before they grow out of control. It would have also signaled an external box to show arriving emergency personnel exactly where the fire is located inside of the building. But none of those protections were in place, even though it was mandatory by law a full 11 years at that point. A fire inspection just weeks before the tragedy declared this building perfectly fine for occupancy. And technically,
wow, bro, though, in the fire department of the city of Chicago. So now we got to go after them. Like, you're not exempt from it. You still fucked up.
that was true, because it was built all the way back in 1903, long before
this guy's got to get fired, whoever this motherfucker
anyone fully understand just how dangerous all of these design decisions would be. When new safety codes come along, older buildings usually get a free pass, and something that's called the grandfather clause. Basically says, hey, your building's old, you don't have to change it right away. But after this fire, when people realized just how dangerous that loophole was, the entire country said enough. Over the next year alone, more than 16,500 schools across the U.S., schools that had previously dodged safety upgrades, were finally brought up to code. In Chicago, things were even more intense. The fire commissioner at that time, Robert Quinn, he immediately put firefighters on guard duty at dozens of public and private schools that he considered to be high risk. They literally stood watch around the clock until the buildings were made safe. And on top of that, the city ramped up inspections everywhere, quickly.
Oh, that actually sounds like a good idea to have fire departments outside. Now they have like school police departments, like an entire force just for the school, which is just like, I don't think it's a good vibe.
Checking every single school in the city.
It keeps it safe, but it's like, it's too obvious. You know, you got uniform officers walking around. Kids get like actually in handcuffs. Like I saw a couple kids get arrested, one in class, you know, like I don't know.
But it wasn't just the buildings themselves that needed fixing. Before the fire at Our Lady of the Angels, teachers weren't really trained for these kinds of things. Remember how Mr. Stano had to run to the principal first just to get permission to evacuate? That cost precious minutes. Afterwards, schools changed their approach so that teachers had...
You go in there, you're like, hey, there's a fire right now and we're all gonna die. Is it all right if we like evacuate?
Clear instructions. If you see smoke or fire, pull the alarm immediately. Do not wait, don't ask permission, just get everyone out safely right away.
Don't hesitate, even for a second.
This marked a huge shift in how schools handled fires. Just trust teachers, trust their judgment rather than waiting around for someone higher to say go.
Do you know where that is? Or indeed what it is, or how to operate it? Or will you be running around in circles trying to find it, or looking for someone to do the job for you?
Schools and fire departments started working closely together.
Like that guy's vibe. He just like, he spits only the truth.
Together, giving teachers training in how to act during a fire, to close the classroom doors, to keep out smoke, don't open doors if the hallway looks dangerous, and most importantly, how to calmly get kids out of the building. Another immediate change.
That's such a cute little hammer.
It looks dangerous, and most importantly, how to
I want a little button for that, just for random shit that I can break the little glass.
calmly get kids out of the building. Another immediate change, and one of the more iconic, I think, came by way of fire drills. Before 1958, a lot of schools barely ever practiced evacuations. Some didn't do it at all. But after this tragedy, cities and states across the country passed laws making regular fire drills
I don't know, man. It just gets repetitive to a certain point, you know? You gotta, like, it's gotta be like Universal Studio type shit, you know? Like, fake the fire, but make me believe that my life is in danger, you know? Where I'm not actually ever in danger. That would, then I'd be like, okay, I get why we do these fire drills. And I'd, you know, be rolling around corners and shit, trying to make sure I'm safe.
Mandatory. Illinois, for example, requires 3 fire drills per year. A practice that quickly became
3 per year is nothing, though, no?
standard across the United States, and that's a direct result of what happened at Our Lady of the Angels. The influence goes even further because firefighters also realized how important it was to practice evacuating in less than ideal conditions. Fire blocks exits, so schools began doing blocked exit drills, intentionally blocking the main escape routes during practice.
Just mix it up, make it hard.
And that way, students and teachers could learn to think quickly and find alternate ways out. All of these changes, better codes, regular drills, and teacher training, came together in reaction to this single event.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They should have been doing that stuff. They used to put, like, the tape on the door or whatever, like, on the glass. And, like, I don't know, have someone pop up with, like, a fake gun or some shit. Like, we know it's a drill. The cops know, you know?
And it wouldn't be long before these new approaches would be put to the
We'd learn a whole lot faster.
by Kenilworth, Illinois. It too was an older school building with combustible construction, you know, with wooden interiors and things like that. This fire started in a closet at the base of a basement stairwell where it had the potential to grow and spread rapidly. It was almost the exact same.
A combustible material stored in a wooden closet. But how? What caused the combustible material to combust?
Setup. The main difference in Kenilworth is that the school had practiced a successful fire drill rehearsal following the new procedures. They even practiced a blocked exit scenario. And by sheer coincidence, or maybe some other force, the stairwell where the fire occurred was the very same one that was blocked during the drill. Not a single life was lost. In fact, since 1958,
Cool. The drill actually ended up being exactly what they needed to prepare for.
there's not been another school fire with more than 10 lives lost. So the mandatory changes enacted a reaction that seemed to have worked. That doesn't mean that we're out of the woods, though. New pressures on school buildings to protect against shootings or other dangers can create direct conflicts with fire safety. You know, for instance, I think safety for one means susceptibility for the other. More doors for fire offers more points of access that are difficult to monitor and control. Even so, today in an average year, we'll see about 5,000 building fires across the US, but they rarely result in.
Bro, why so many? Oh my God. Why 2,300 fires? It's an annual average for high schools. That's like, that's like 5 a day, no? Something like that?
Fatalities. The majority of these incidences are arson or students playing with lighters in the bathroom.
Oh.
Safer building design and
That many, though? I mean, stop. You gotta do better.
training for students and staff has come a long way. But there's another shift that I think is relevant. The idea that you can just trust the way that a building looks to tell you if it's safe or well built is always worth questioning. While an old brick church and school might look enduring because it's old, that doesn't necessarily mean that we shouldn't question whether it should stay that way. In fact, our next video goes into how our homes evolve in response to various pressures to change. Fire codes are one of them, but our home is impacted by social and behavioral and market forces. And we trace the formation and disappearance of the parlor and the dining room in this fascinating video, which is available right now, 3 weeks before YouTube on Nebula. In fact,
3 weeks before. Talk about a backlog. I don't know why people are pushing other things. Like, why are you trying to get away from YouTube? I don't really get that. Unless this is like a paid thing, like Patreon or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. But that was actually a really good video. I enjoyed that. I kind of want to watch that other one. It looks like it'll be out by now. So maybe we'll do that next stream. Anyway. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this stream. It was gonna be short, so that's kind of it. We might get back on later and do games. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the shortness of today's stream, even though it was, you know, still there. But yeah, I'm gonna post tomorrow morning at like 10. So if you want to catch the next video, that's when it'll get posted. And yeah, see y'all next time.